Hey, welcome to RM Wraps. My name is Randy Miller, and today I'm going to be showing you how to wrap a door and a frame and everything. So stay tuned and learn how to wrap this kind of stuff. So when you order a door wrap through us for the rmwraps.com website, the first thing we do is if you find a design that you love and everything, when you place the order, we need the width and height of the door, and usually the thickness is about the same. So we don't have to worry about the thickness, but we need to know the height and the width of the door. And the next thing we do, if we do the trim work, there is a video how to measure the trim work. You just take a piece of tape, mark it here, and then you tape it all the way around to the edge, and then put it on the wall, and then you can measure it that way. That's another way you can do this one. So on this one right here, we're going to be doing this, the door and the frame. A little side story is I just got back from Singapore, and I took some pictures of, and high quality pictures of a temple, a red Chinese temple, and I'm going to put it right here. And another side note or story is that my wife's half Chinese, so I'm actually tying in to my wife's region, if you call it. And okay, so when you're installing the door wrap, before you install it, I recommend cleaning it and getting in what I called little boogers or little dents or little imperfections in the paint or the doors and everything. So you get a free squeegee, what you've seen right here, and a knife. And so on this edge right here, it's pretty, it's soft but strong enough. And on this door, I can actually see little nuggets. As you see right there, I'm taking away the nuggets, so it's soft and doesn't scratch the door. It just takes away the high nuggets off. And so you could clean this first. I recommend taking the door handle off. I just kind of pre-did it for you guys. And take your squeegee. And this is like for like painted doors or even doors that have been clear coated. All right, so the reason why I do this is because when you lay down the vinyl and you see like a big nugget right behind the vinyl, especially if you have like a solid color, you definitely, it will pop out. But with this text design, and this is it right here, you won't see as much flaws from the door, telegraphing through the door. So in every door wrap we do, it's custom size to fit. We put little markers right here, indicate the corners of the doors. We also pre-cut the backing for you. It's called tacking on strips, so it makes it easier for you to install. You can leave the door on, I usually do, and the frame, you just have to open the door and the frame's right there. But let's kind of clean the door up a little bit more. I like to use an invisible glass cleaner, also a lint-free rag to clean it. This actually takes the oils, the grime, the dirt, or whatever it is, sand. Let me get all that right there. Get the edges really good because you're going to wrap the edges around there too. The cleaner the better. The vinyl sticks better on that, of course. Okay. So when you're doing the frame, try to clean the edges right there. Okay, now we're going to do this door wrap, and what I did is I propped it off a little bit, so when I'm installing it, I can go right here. So I add a little door stopper right there, and here we go. So basically, what you do is clean the door and get it all prepped out. This is actually take the control strip off right here. Look for the markers right here and here in the corners. You kind of eye it, right? You can kind of feel with your fingers too, and then hold it into place. And you can always double check everything. I like to be precise on mine. And if you screw up a little bit, you lift it up, and then you kind of put it down again, have it relaxed. Now what you can do is make sure it's nice and level, know exactly where it's at. Okay, it's off just like a little bit, so I'm going to lift it up a little bit. That's the reason why I do these control tacks. And there we go. Perfect. That's exactly where I want it. So that's the main reason why right here I do control tacks. So you can lift it up and move it around. And so make sure it's nice and level and straight before you install it. And take your squeegee. If you follow these arrows, that's the proper way how to install it. So the first thing I like to do is I like to do the top first. It tacks it on even more. Okay. Now I'm going to do the bottom part. I'm going to bring it down. Looks like a width of your hand, or 4 or 8 or 10 inches down. Let it drape over just what you're seeing, so it goes up and over like this. Take a squeegee, you follow the arrows, try to get out of your way. Pull it down, keep it pulling down about 10 inches down every time. Not too far down. I kind of hold my hand right here to make sure it's not going close to the edge of the frame. So when you get on the bottom, for me, I just roll it up. So the door wrap is floating, if you want to call it. And you just kind of go like this, keep on going down. So get all the air bubbles out. If there is an air bubble, you can push it out, as you can see right here. Okay. Now the hinges are on this side. So what I would normally do is I take your knife. So what I normally do is I take the knife and go right here and I cut outwards. I try to go on this top part, I try to go a little bit down. I go right at the edge and I try to go, there you go. Okay, next what I try to do, I get my knife, my fingernail in there. Then I take my squeegee. It has like a 1/8 inch thick. That's perfect, to be honest. And then you scroll it down a little bit. You hold this right here and you pull it off. Make sure the blade is nice and sharp. So now you got a nice clean edge. You're not seeing the white of the door or whatever door color it is. And you kind of go this way. You go all in. Same kind of concept. Go from the inside. Take your fingernail, get as far as you can, and then take your squeegee, score it down. Make sure you be careful not to cut this part right here. Now what I'd like to do is open the door. And shove it over here on this side. Again, if you want, you can take the door off and install it. Everyone's a little bit different. There we go. And I'm pulling my right hand, I'm pulling it taut. At the same time, I'm putting my thumb down and installing it that way. Now I'm going to take my knife And I'm going to cut along the edge. Last edge part, and right here. Again, I'm taking my left hand now, pulling it kind of tight, and putting my thumb down. There we go. I have a little bit extra bleed on the bottom. I usually, when we print anything out, we usually add like an inch or two bleed on the bottom. So you can see right here. And a 1/4 inch bleed on top, as you can see right here. Now I'm going to take my knife, score it all the way down. I'm going to run my knife along the edge of the door. Find the hole. On this design, what I totally forgot about was when you put, give me the, if you want to order this design right here off the website, let me know where the handle lies. And I could move this guy up a little bit or down or whatever, but let me know from the top of the door to the top of the handle, or bottom of the door to the bottom of the handle. So usually they're 2 1/4 inch or 2 1/2 inch hole right there. So that's it right there. And this is the end result of the product. So when you get done, you put everything back together, and in no time you have a brand new looking door. I think the longest part of it is cleaning it and then putting the doorknob back on. Now this is more of extreme because a lot of times we don't do the frames, or have customers do frames, but I'm showing you the way I would do it. So right now I'm just taking my fingernails, I'm getting around the grooves, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut, the groove part is right here, or the edge. I'm going to cut just a little bit, like 1/4 inch, right about there. And right where it starts falling in, I'm going to actually go straight down. So that's it right there. That's one part. Same thing on this side right here. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to go straight down. And I'm barely putting any pressure on this. There you go. We need a new blade. Okay. Now I'm kind of using my thumb and I'm kind of walking it in. And it does take a little bit of practice to get it all the way around. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my squeegee right here. I'm going to put it on the side and then run it down. So it's a nice straight, even cut. So this is the end result of the door wrap, and this is Randy Miller from RM Wraps. And this is actually called the Red China Temple Door Wrap. And again, every order is custom size to make it fit. Also, if you want the frames wrapped, please let me know. It's more of a custom stuff, and it's more of unique. Every trim's a little different, a little fatter, a little thicker, more detailed stuff in there, or plain. So just let me know on that one. Again, go to rmwraps.com website. This is a one-of-a-kind design. I designed it myself. I took photos of these guys all right here myself in Singapore in one of the temples, China temples and everything. Truly love the design and everything, and also tribute to my wife that is part Chinese, and I'm just showing my love for her by doing this for her on the door and the frame. She hasn't seen this yet. Hopefully she likes it. If not, not a big deal. I can actually remove it and go back to the extra white door. Not a big deal. So other than that, stay tuned. We've got more projects coming your way, and let me know what you guys think of this. All right, thank you.